Hello everyone, welcome to the Maroons Broadcast Network powered by IMS. Today we have the University of Chicago taking on Macalester University. I'm Alex Ramirez here with my partner DJ.
How's it going?
Alright, we'll be right back after these commercials.
The University of Chicago Athletics program aims to enrich the life of the whole person and is invested in competitive excellence. Your contributions to the Friends of Maroon Athletics enhance the student-athlete experience for all teams. Help us build on the already exceptional foundation of success for which UChicago is recognized. Support UChicago student-athletes by making a gift to Friends of Maroon Athletics today.
Alright everyone, welcome to the Maroons Broadcast Network powered by IMS. Today is Macalester, the Scots at University of Chicago facing the Maroons. Coming to match day 6, the Scots are 3-1-1 with 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss, while the Maroons are having an impressive start, having 4 victories and only 1 draw. The Scots drew their opening home with a result of 0-0 against Pacific, while the Maroons opened strong with a 1-0 win against Southwestern University all the way in Texas.
Yeah, really looking for the Maroons to continue their momentum here. Really nice wins this week against nationally ranked North Park and then classic eternal rival in the Wheaton Thunder. So a lot of goals they've scored in the last couple matches. They're really on a roll here, and I expect them to continue that today.
It is true. They scored an impressive 14 goals in 5 games, while Macalester only has 5 goals in 5 games, 3 of them being from Clayton Smith and 2 from another player.
Yeah, that amount of goals is really going to need to pick up here. The Maroons have a lot of firepower, have given up a decent amount of goals this year, but a couple of good results on defense. You know, the goal against North Park was a bit of a kind of garbage time goal at the end of the match. So they're really going to need to, Macalester's going to really need to put a lot more pressure on this back line if they want to get something done today.
That is true. And then Chicago's leading goal scorer so far in the season is senior Matthew Coe with 5 goals, giving him the UAA Athlete of the Week accolades on Monday. He scored 2 on Saturday to lead the Maroons to a 4-2 road victory over number 2 ranked North Park University. His opening score came on a first half penalty kick and his second came on a breakaway in the final 10 minutes. He leads the team in points with 5 goals and 1 assist through 5 games in the season. In the program's career records, Coe currently ranks 2nd in assists with 26, 8 in goals and 23rd, and 7th in points with 72.
Yeah, he's getting really close. He actually asked me after the match against Wheaton on Wednesday if one of the goals he'd gotten an assist on, and I unfortunately had to tell him no, he didn't. So he's still 2 away from that assist record, but he really is on a tear. He had a very nice composed finish against Wheaton on Wednesday, and I really look for him to fire again today.
Yeah, hopefully he scores another goal against Macalester, who won its MIAC season opener 2-0 over Hamden University. Clayton Smith scored his 3rd goal of the year a minute into the second half, and Floyd Crum provided the other tally in the 50th minute. The Scots have a shutout 3 opponents so far this season.
So yeah, really look to keep that defense going. They're going to need to probably put up a shutout or maybe 1 goal if they want a chance to beat the Maroons today, but always a strong team in a strong conference. This might be the toughest game that they've had on their schedule so far, but in D3 college soccer, it's always going to be a fight, and Macalester is a perennially strong team, and I expect them to really put up a challenge for the Maroons today.
All right, the teams are heading off to the pitch right now, ready for kickoff. After the season opener, the Maroons have averaged 3.5 goals per game over the last 4 contests. It has been 20 years since the last time that Macalester took on the Maroons. The all-time series is tied 1-1 with 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 loss.
That's not a whole lot of games there. Not surprised though. UChicago's really been trying to expand its schedule to mix in more tough opponents from other conferences in their preseason schedule. When we started as freshmen, our schedule wasn't that difficult, and by the time we were juniors, we were pretty much pulling down, the first, second, third hardest schedules in the country. Coach Babs really likes to challenge the team and challenge his players early in the year as they prepare for what's always a grueling conference schedule.
And in the last meeting between these two teams, Macalester actually won at Stagg Field in 1998. So Chicago might want to take this victory today to give some Chicago pride.
1998. That was a while ago.
That was 24 years. These last two teams.
Four-year-old DJ.
After opening the 2018 campaign with 4 games on the road, UChicago returned home to Stagg Field.
Sophomore goalkeeper from Harrison Township, Michigan, number 1, Aaron Katzenhoff.
Oh, never mind.
Junior defender
National
from Austin,
anthem.
Texas, number 3, Sam Drablos.
You can finish your thought.
A sophomore defender from Boston Wood.
Apologize for that. UChicago returned home to Stagg Field and beat Wheaton College 4-0 on Wednesday night. Senior forward Matthew Cobb scored on a breakaway in the 17th minute, followed by a laser from distance by senior forward Max Lopez.
Oh, that was a great goal. That was a great goal. I told Max saw him after Wednesday's game, I told him I want one of those every time I cast, so hopefully he can come through again today.
You can call it right now with a loud followed by a loud claps. Max Lopez is also on a roll, scoring 4 goals in 5 games, just 1 behind Matthew Coe.
Yeah, as I mentioned on the last cast, the offense at UChicago, while it doesn't run completely, it runs mostly through Coe and Lopez. They are extremely talented players. They work incredibly hard. They're great teammates, and they've been on a roll since they've arrived at college. And in their final season, they're really, really picking up the pace. So hope to have that keep going today and get another win.
Another win, hopefully, for the University of Chicago being unbeaten. Hopefully for 6 games after today.
Ask that you rise, remove your hats to the playing of the national anthem.
We're now getting ready for the national anthem. Great national anthem for the pride of a nation. This team shakes hand, ready for the kickoff. One last minute talk with the teams before the game starts. Both team looks eager for the match to begin.
And based on the starting lineup for the Maroons, it looks to me like they'll be returning to their 4-3-3, which is their main formation. For those listening on Wednesday, they played a 3-5-2 for the first time in the season. Worked pretty well for them against the Thunder, but it looks like they've returned to the 4-3-3 here, so I expect to see some comfort and some early possession from them.
All right. 4-3-3, that's a very good lineup. Got them 14 goals, 5 games. Team players getting out on the field at the moment.
I'll say, okay.
Ref is ready at the center of the pitch.
And then when you're done doing the sub and we're all good, just push that mark next to it so that we know that they're good. Sometimes
Once again, Matthew Coe and Max Lopez are starting lineup today, hoping to get more goals to give the Chicago the victory.
One thing I do want to look at today is just outside of the main two threats in the UChicago lineup is this Macalester team has shown a really strong defense this year, as mentioned earlier. I would expect a little bit of pressure from them higher up the field at the beginning of the game, but if they do sit back and defend a little bit deeper, I really want to look to Vicente Matus today to see if he can break down a deeper lying defensive line. You know, when defensive lines sit a little deeper, there's not as much space for quick players like Dio Adeosun or Matt Coe to run in behind. At that point, you need creative, clever passes to get in behind, slip people in, potentially get Max Lopez one-on-one on goal. I really want to highlight, after he scored his first college goal on Wednesday, I want to highlight Matus today to see if he can break down a line should it go a little deeper.
Hopefully it does, and it looks like it'll be University of the Maroons starting off this match. Players ready. Refs waiting for the signal. And games kick off as the Maroons pass it back.
And I do have to apologize. It looks like they actually are setting up in a 3-5-2 again. A couple of the personnel decisions made me think it was going to be a 4-3-3, but it looks like they're going to try and keep it going from something that worked very well from them on Wednesday.
That's better. That looked like a push. The ref is not signaling a foul. Both teams fighting for possession as Maroons win it. Adeosun has the ball, passes it back. The Maroons are playing it back to the defense, going side by side.
On the other side, Macalester is set up in a 4-3-3, so we'll see how those two formations interact. Usually it leaves a little bit of width for the wing backs in the 3-5-2, but it's a little bit tighter to play through in the center.
Max Lopez gives it to Adeosun, plays it all the way back once again to Sam Barobic, who plays it far long.
It's a good ball out there from Droblos.
Passes it back. Ben Brandt. Now with Isaiah Holquist, who did score his first goal of the season, I believe 2 games ago. Plays it back. Now it's Vincent Mateus. Gives away the ball. And so does the team as Maroons take away back possession. Here comes Carter Moreo. Nice ball from Max Lopez.
It's a great ball and a great touch from Coe there.
Matthew Coe prefers to play it back. Now with Ben Brandt, plays it back to Isaiah Holquist.
It's good patience from Coe there. He realized he had a double team dropping down on him, decided to cut it back and keep possession instead of trying to force it.
Good move right there. But gives it away at the end. But Maroons still hold possession. Maroons now passes back to Ben Brandt. Brandt sends a long ball to Carter Romero, who loses possession. Balls throw in for Macalester.
It's very nice defending there from the right back.
Another throw in for Macalester University. The Scots now have possession, but it does seem as though they're not holding their own against the University of Chicago. Macalester with the ball, gives away the possession. Here comes the counter attack. Max Lopez, foul for Macalester University. And he looks hurt, the player from Macalester, as he did take a huge fall.
Yeah, just got bridged a little bit by Lopez there. Don't think it was anything intentional, but it looks like he just went down a little awkwardly. Fortunately, it looks like the referee's signaling assistance off, so should be all right. It'll be a good battle in the air between Max Kent and Max Lopez today. Both very tall, both very good in the air. Be interesting to see how that one plays out as the game goes on.
Well, the ball still dead. As a player who took the fall, still waiting to get up. Looks pretty hurt out there. And he finally does get back up. Max Kent.
All right, on the catch.
Goalkeeper about to kick it out. Sends it long. As Macalester has possession now. Just outside. Throw in close to the corner position.
Good battling there from Nick Moore to win possession there.
Throw in long. Ball is in the air. Header to back. Great defense. Max Lopez headers it good with a huge height. Davidson tries sending it long, but good defense right there. Sends it back to the goalkeeper.
It's not a bad idea, but very well handled there. Very well handled. Very composed header back.
Now Macalester once again has the possession. Sends it long. The Maroons take it back. Now with Matthew Coe. Good pass from Matthew. Now gives it to Ben Brandt. Brandt sends it long back to Scott Litch. Once again back to Ben Brandt. Brandt sends it long, looking for Carter Romero, who stops it with the chest but can't control it, and that's a throw in for Macalester. Quick throw in. Macalester has possession. A head shot stops the ball as Maroons take once again the possession. Here comes Scott Litch. Beautiful pass to Deo Adeosun. Adeosun gives it to Matthew Coe. Once again, Scott Litch.
It's sloppy there from Lick. Good fight to win it back.
Nice tackle, clean tackle to give away the possession as the Maroons have it once again. Maroons have about 80% possession during the first 10 minutes. Plays it short, gives away the ball as Macalester takes the lead once again. Now it's Isaiah Holquist who gives it to Carter Romero. Now with Max Lopez has the ball. Great defense right there, who kicks it back out.
Excellent challenge there from Ben Hamida. Sneaking back and poking it away from Lopez.
Macalester tried the counterattack but couldn't get through. The good defense by Chicago, and the ref now signals a foul. Who plays it really fast all the way back to Scott Lick. Maroons once again with the possession. Still far back. Sends it long, looking for Matthew Call. Oh. Beautiful defense right there. Stops the ball. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Maroons. It's going to be Matthew Call who looks to send it far. Gives it to Max Lopez. Back to Matthew Call. Matthew sends long back to Ben Brandt. Ben sends it to Isaiah Holquist.
It's a great tackle.
Very clean tackle right there. Isaiah Holquist holds the ball, however.
Well played by both Moore and Holquist. Unfortunate for Moore that he wins the tackle. Just doesn't have anyone up the field to play it to immediately. Oh, it's very well done from Capitosto.
Play. Sends the bar. Matthew Cole's going for the center.
Oh, it's a great cut.
Comes through once again. A beautiful defense once again. Sends the ball to a throw-in.
Excellent collapse there from the Macalester defense after the first player's beat. That's the way you do it. If someone's going to cut back, you can, as long as he doesn't let him go line, he should have support coming back.
And once again, it's going to be Matthew Cole. Sends it short to Adeosun. Beautiful cut back. Adeosun tries to cut through, and he does. As he comes through with the center too far, however. And it's going to be a throw-in for Macalester.
Unfortunate there from Dio. Probably just didn't have enough time to set himself as he got through. He knew there were a couple players closing him down, but very well fought to get through the initial challenge.
Throw-in from Macalester. Sends it far, but not accurate as he gives the ball away. Both teams once again fighting for possession, and it's Ben Brandt who has the ball. Gives it to Carter Romero. Beautiful play right there. Once again, Ben Brandt. Now with Isaiah Holquist, who sends a lot far looking for Dale. Can't connect. As Macalester once again takes possession. Went for the right back with a beautiful touch. And beautiful as Macalester take away possession, but have to hold the counter attack as nobody was ready for it. Macalester looks like a handball, and the ref does not signal it. He says it's chest and play it on.
Should be a foul on Crom, yep.
It is foul.
We don't care about who it's on. It says, is there a home? We don't care.
Now ball back to Isaiah Holquist. Been very active in the first 10 minutes of the match. Now it's Sam Drablos. Back to Isaiah Holquist. Sends it to Deo Adeosun, who can't win the possession. Clean tackle by Macalester, who play it back. Sends it far, looking for Floyd Crom, and that's a foul once again for Floyd Crom.
It's another good battle here between Crom and Drablos. Both very strong players. Both like to try and hold up. Drablos gets in a better position on that one.
Ref is telling Floyd Crom to calm down before he takes out the yellow card to a very angry Floyd Crom.
Yeah. Post-up strikers really like to impose their will on defenders early in the game. It's important for them to have the advantage in that sort of physical matchup. So often angry at early challenges, and the same thing goes for center backs as well. So those are usually pretty aggressive matchups early on as they try and establish position on one another.
Maroons try to make a play, but once again, great defense that Macalester has had throughout the first 5 games of the season. And here comes Matthew Coe. Has no choice but to make a center with the left. Ball still in play. But Maroons can't do anything, and Macalester can't either, as they have to send it out far. Throw in for Maroons, close to the goal. Plays it back to Isaiah Holquist. Back to Max Lopez. Turnaround. Max Lopez, beautiful ball to Adeo Adeosun. With the ball, once again, good defense from Macalester. As the ball is sent back to throw in. Quick throw in. Adeo tries to control it with the head. And that's a handball from Adeosun as the ref calls for a foul. Macalester tried to play it quick, but the ref is saying we have to go back. Going to be a dead ball kick from Macalester as the goalkeeper sends it long. Floyd Crum wins the header, but nobody home. As Maroons take the lead once possession. Once again, should have been a foul, but
a little fortunate to get away with the foul there.
Macalester wants to put the possession. Can't, as though Dale Davison wins the ball twice.
Very nice tracking back there from Dial.
And now it's Sam Drablos who has the ball. Goes a little forward. Sends it long ball. Who finds Isaiah Holquist, who tries to send it
well
far.
read there. Yep, and draws the foul. Well read from Max Kent.
Isaiah Holquist tries to win back possession, but sends it far. Now it's another throw-in for Macalester, who takes up possession once again. Macalester still have to throw and sends it far. And Floyd Crum now takes possession but can't do anything. And no foul, says the ref, but at the end he does call it.
I think that's unfortunate from Crum. That looked pretty clean to me. He is reaching around the player, so it's a bit risky, but it looked like ball there and it looked like he got it first.
Isaiah Holquist sends it to Sam Drablos. Now Nico gives it all the way back to Isaiah Holquist. Beautiful play from Isaiah Holquist. Gets through one. Can't get rid of it. Clean foul from Macalester. Beautiful play, short play from Macalester. Tries to play it forward, but nice play. Nice from Nico Capitosto. Now it's Carter Romero, who has Deo Adeosun.
A little breakdown here on the left side.
Got through with the center. Looking for the header, and that's a handball. Unfortunate for the Maroons. That's another dead ball for Macalester.
That's really the first time a Maroons player has been able to find themselves in any real kind of space so far against this Macalester defense.
Macalester defense has a very good defense, playing it well. As the goalkeeper sends it along, looking for Floyd Crum, who headers it back, but the goalkeeper says, I'm here first. As he sends it now to Isaiah Holquist. Plays it back to Sam Drablos. Sam sends it along, looking for Matthew Coe. And beautiful stop by Coe, who plays it back. Now it's Nico, who plays it back to, once again, Sam Drablos. Drablos looking to send it far, prefers short. Now once again Matthew Coe, who sends it long, looking for Adeo. Beautiful control from Adeo. Adeo's going for the shot, but the goalkeeper, no trouble for him as he stops the ball.
And first shot on goal today. Pretty easy one there for Wenig, but a very nice ball in from Coe, just placing it over the top.
First shot on goal today for both teams. That's once after 15 minutes in, it seems the Maroons still have 80% possession, while the Macalester looks to play defense. Foul from Macalester.
Just a lazy foul there from Orser, a little bit late. It's not going to hurt him anything, but...
Now it's Sam Drablos, who passes it to Isaiah Holquist. Isaiah plays it short. No, he does not. He keeps it, passes back to the middle. Beautiful right there. Beautiful turnaround. But as Max Lopez now has possession. Here comes Maroons. Now it's Matthew Coe looking to go for the center. Max Lopez and Dale looking for it, and the ball's too far. Macalester should have let it gone out, but he touches it at the end, and it's a corner kick, the first corner kick of the game.
It's a bit unfortunate for Jackson White there, but I definitely understand where he's coming from. The last thing you want to do is let that ball go through you or over your head and someone's behind you and crosses it back in. So playing it safe there. They think they can deal with the corner kicks. I think that's the right call.
Adeosun go for the center as goalkeeper reaches it first. And here comes the counter attack from Maroons. It's 2 against 4, however. He gets rid of one. And the counter attack still in play. But they give away possession. Beautiful comeback from Carter Romero, who takes away the ball. Beautiful play, gets rid of one. Passes back to Ben Brandt.
Good initial patience there, just a little soft on the pass from Kaufman.
Now it's Matthew Coe with possession. Gives it back to Vincent Mateus. Now it's Scott Lick, who tries looking for Carter Romero but cannot find him. Well, now Carter Romero has possession. Great header. Passes it back to Isaiah Holquist. Now Ben Brandt with possession, back with Isaiah Holquist. Holquist keeps possession, gives it to Adeosun, back with Carter Romero. Back with Adeosun, playing it short, playing it slow. Long ball, gives away the possession, and now it's Macalester. Beautiful play, but couldn't connect home, and that is a throw-in.
Yeah, just good positioning there from, I believe, Logan Harper out on the far left. Right in place to cut off any long pass over to Coe.
And Nico holds the ball before it could go out of bounds, sends it far back. And now it's Coe who has possession. Gets rid of one, gets rid of two, goes in, and that's a foul. That's going to be first free kick of the game. Very close, very dangerous territory for Macalester.
And finally a cut through there for Coe, finally getting himself into a little bit of space, and they bring him down. Good chance here for Chicago to put a good ball, good dangerous ball into the box.
And it looks like Coe is going to be the one who takes a kick. Will it be a center or a kick? Ref is telling the players, the defense, to go back some paces. Everyone ready. Could this be the first goal for the game? Coe is going for the center. It is, but gives it directly to the goalkeeper. Should have been more of a shot, and the goalkeeper just stops, waiting for everybody to go back up.
Bit of a poor ball there from Coach, just a little too loopy. If you're going to kick it in around the 6 yard, you really got to drive it, keep it a little bit below head height. The keeper can't come out and catch it that easily, but well handled by Wenig.
Goalkeeper sends it long, but nice from Nico, who gives it with the Maroons in possession. Tries sending it long, but cut back right there from defense. Macalester still with possession. And now it's Floyd Crum who has the ball on the right side. Nice defense right there.
Good collapse from Holquist, putting a double team on. Best you can really hope for there is a foul or a throw in. He gets the ladder.
Now it's a throw in. And they're going. Looks like Macalester going to try to send it far. Ball's into dangerous territory. A shot goes right over the post.
Looked like a deflection, so it should be a corner.
Corner kick for Macalester. Nice shot from Jackson White.
You gotta have more. You gotta go faster.
8 against 8 in this corner kick. Ball's still dead. Macalester looking for the center with the left. Ball's in the air. And the header, the ball's in play, and that is a foul. The ref is calling a foul on Macalester.
Yeah, referee's in a good position there. Way at the back post, there's a shove in the back as Andravoulos as they go up for the ball. It's a little minor, and it's tough to see sometimes in that scrum in the box, but it's those little things you really got to catch as a referee because they happen so quickly and there's so many bodies around. But it gives a significant advantage when someone's in your back, and it has to be called. So good positioning there from the referee.
Goalkeeper sends it to Isaiah Holquist, passes it back. Once again, Isaiah Holquist with the ball. The left back sends it. No, he does not. He keeps possession and plays it back all the way to Sam Drablos. Matthew Call has possession. Nico sends it along with the left. Beautiful play there. Tries to get through. He does get rid of two. Beautiful right there. Sends it to Deo Adeosun. Tries to control it. Has a little bit problems. Has to send it back to Vincent Mateos. Mateos plays it with Cole. Tries to at least. Can't be against two this time. As the Maroons play it back. Now it's Isaiah Holquist. Isaiah sends it to Max Lopez. Beautiful ball in. Here comes Vicente. Has the first shot and just sends it wide off the post. First opportunity should have been the first goal.
That was an excellent chance. Good flick on by Max and a very nice dummy run there from Dial, letting Mateus take the ball. Just drags his shot a little bit. Don't know if he quite picks out where he wants to go with the shot.
Huge, huge chance for the opening score. What a miss. If you're going to be right there, you cannot let these chances go away. Now it's the goalkeeper who sends it far back to the middle of the pitch. Now it's Ford Klum with the ball. Beautiful play. Now it's this time Macalester, but could not control the ball.
Still very well handled there. Great tracking by Coe. He sees his man the whole way, and he's there to clean up at the back post.
Now beautiful control by Carter Romero, who tries to send it to Max Lopez. Beautiful interception. Sends it far. Now it's Max Lopez.
You can see UChicago really wants to go quick on the counterattack. They know that this Macalester defense is very organized. They want to try and break them down when they're running back.
Throw in is going to be for Macalester. Sends it through, gives away the ball. Now it's Adeosun who fights for the ball. Oh, that looks like a foul. Ref is not calling anything. Beautiful Meg right there. Macalester. Oh man. Oh, but he just sends it far long and it's going to be goalkeeper's ball.
Gotta say that's very well done by Nick Moore. I actually don't think there's anything in the initial contact there. He goes in 50-50, wins the ball with the Deosun and just out-muscles him, and then a beautiful nutmeg on the follow-up.
Now it's Sam Drablos who plays it to Isaiah Holquist. Isaiah sends it far, looking for Max Lopez. Nice interception with the header. Carter Romero lets it go out. Throw in now. Deo Adeosun cannot control it, but still has possession. Nice, gets rid of one. Sends it long for Matthew Cole. Little too high, and Matthew, beautiful control. But once again, the nice defense. That's a huge factor of why it's still 0-0 after the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, you got to say Macalester's doing a very nice job playing the kind of game that they want with their defensive line. Well, as
the ball's still in play as that's a foul. Pushes the goalkeeper. Nice center. Max Lopez tries to fight for it, but the goalkeeper's right there to deny it, and then he pushed for Max Lopez.
Interesting scrum there, but at the end of the day, it is a foul. As I was saying, Macalester really playing the game that they want. Their defensive line is in a good spot. They're clearly very organized. I really like the way that they're pressuring from top to back, letting UChicago have the ball deep in their own half. The lines aren't too spread. Their midfield is pretty tight to their forward line, and as is their back line. Very well organized, clearly very well coached, and doing a pretty nice job slowing down UChicago's attack here.
Macalester going for the center, just too high for the Macalester forward. Beautiful ball.
Oh, here we go.
Here comes Adeo. Adeoson looking to score the first one. Dale gets the goalkeeper.
That should be a penalty. That has to be a penalty.
Penalty.
Yes, it's absolutely a penalty.
Clear penalty, clear as water, clear as day. No arguments. Penalty for Maroons.
Yep, and that is the right call. He's in his back, takes away the shooting opportunity as he goes through his back leg. Yellow card is the appropriate punishment here.
Yellow on. Anyone see?
Yellow card for the defense who caused the foul. Beautiful play from the Maroons. And now it's going to be the person who the foul was committed against is going to be Adeoson.
And you got to say, that's just the power of Coe and Lopez. I mean, this Macalester defense has been playing an excellent first half. They've been very organized. Lopez has been inside the 30-40 yard line here, very deep in the attacking half. Really haven't had anything in behind. And on one long ball up the field, Lopez dinks in front of his defender, gets a beautiful flick ball onto Adeoson, and they're in behind. It's just making a play there. There's really nothing organizational that Macalester's done wrong. Lopez makes a play, and here's Adeoson.
3, 2, 1, fire!
Oh, and it's saved!
What a save! He's missed. Ball still in play. But what a save from the goalkeeper. Impressive. Cole sends it back through. And the goalkeeper
Handled
once again
easily.
has possession. Huge chance missed. Goalkeeper hyped up with a nice save. The match is still 0-0.
And you got to say, just well handled by Wenning. It's not a great penalty from Adeoson. It looks like he's trying to get Wenning to commit one direction or the other before he takes the kick. It's not in the corner. It's not hit very well. So he's trying to throw the keeper's balance or something off. Try and get him to tip his hand. Wenning doesn't tip his hand, waits for the ball to come, and reacts very well.
Now it's Macalester with possession who plays it back. Defense holds it strong. Now it's Vincent Mateos who plays it back. Matthew Coe comes through, looking for the first one of the match. Going for the center of the pass, and that's going to be a corner kick if Matthew lets it go out, and yes, he does.
Well defended there by Orser. Knows he's in space with Coe. Has a good angle, waits for his chance, and blocks the cross. It's very well done.
Matthew Coe going for the center. 6 against 7. With the center not that good. Ball's going to be nice interception from Macalester. Tries looking for the counter attack, but cannot get it through.
It's a good initial tackle from Moore. They're a little lazy by Matus, but unfortunately it doesn't come back to bite him. Here's a nice counterattack opportunity, actually. It's really 3v3. What a great tackle from Lick there.
Ball still in counterattack, however, but play it back.
That's excellent defending from Lick. Slows him down, sees a mistake from the attacker, sticks his leg in, pokes it away, and that slows it all down.
Ball once again with Macalester. Plays in Macalester looking to get through as they have only one shot in the first 20 minutes against the Maroons. Macalester still with possession. Now sends it back. Floyd Crum could get the first one, but has to play it back, but nobody's home as he just sends it to the...
Not a bad idea there from Macalester, just a little too far for Crum. He tries to make the right decision as his angle was super tight. It's just not enough support there.
Adeoson missed one penalty already. Now gives it to Isaiah Holquist. It was actually Carter Romero who plays it to Vincent Mateos. Now it's Isaiah Holquist plays it back to Sam Drablos. Sam gives it to the midfielder. Now it's Max Lopez looking for Carter Romero. Finds him once again with Max Lopez, who sends it far, far, far to Matthew Coe. Beautiful passes. Coe has possession. Going for the center. The header from Max Lopez just barely connecting it with the top of the head, sending it all the way up.
Pretty well defended at the back post there by White. A big height disadvantage there, but does enough. Jumps backwards, gets as high as he can, and throws Lopez off enough to have him headed over the crossbar.
First substitution of the match goes for Macalester. Goal kick for Macalester.
Looks like Chris Bayek is checking in. Checking out his Kaufman.
Winding going for the goal kick. As Macalester has possession but gives it away. That's actually a huge factor for both teams. They cannot hold possession for that long. The Maroons have held possession for more, just cannot keep continuing. Beautiful play right there.
Well, UChicago's fairly comfortable in possession. It's just within their own half. Macalester's making a conscious decision here to sit their line at a certain distance, and it's the right distance. Their defensive line is sitting at the right distance away to cover any long balls, but also pressure the forward line. They're letting UChicago have the ball in their own half or deep in their own midfield. So it's comfortable possession from UChicago, but it's not penetrating possession. They're not really getting it in the offensive third where it's tight spaces. Both Ben Hamida and Anwar have done a very nice job patrolling the space in front of the back line, and it's tight in there. So while comfortable possession, nothing biting. No biting possession from UChicago. And here's a chance for Macalester, sorry.
Macalester going for the shot. Has the chance. Oh, sends it far wide off the post.
And that's quite the chance there. I have to say, I think he's almost surprised. Clayton Smith, I think he's almost surprised he goes by the first challenge so easily. Doesn't quite set himself and just pulls his shot a little wide. He breezed by that challenge very, very easily. No tackle whatsoever.
Goal kick now for the Maroons. Sends it far. Max Lopez looking for the header, cannot find it. Maroons keep possession. Now it's Matthew Coe. Matthew Coe with Vincent Mateus. Mateus keeps possession of the ball, plays it back with Nico.
That's just excellent defending there from Smith. Forcing him back, not letting him turn, not letting him find the midfield. His teammates are in the right position, and they just force him back to the defense.
Now with Matthew Coe, sends it far, looking for Vincent. Finds Max Lopez instead. Max comes through. Max once again with possession. Coe has a chance. Looking for the chance to get through, but once again, the huge factor as Macalester's defense is doing very well tonight. Now with Macalester with possession, gives it away, but fights for it back and wins. But keeps giving away possession. That's also a huge factor for Macalester not being able to score. Play very well in the defense, but once they get up there, they cannot hold possessions against the University of Chicago.
And that is very true. They're definitely conceding the flow of the game. You know, they're looking for a counter, looking for a scrap, looking for something. That's just how it's played sometimes. You know, if you watch film and you think your team's strengths are in possession, you might want to come out and try and play. But if you think your strengths aren't in possession against this UChicago team, then there's got to be other ways. And I think the strategy is working out so well for them. I think their coach will be very happy the way that they're organized, the way that, particularly their two midfielders and their wingers are dealing with the wing backs of this 3-5-2 formation for UChicago. So far they've done very well, had a couple of decent half chances, and we'll keep looking for stuff like that.
Third substitution of the match, second for Macalester. It's double substitution this time, looking to make their offense stronger. As Macalester has possession, but very good defense. Still gets through, however. And now it's beautiful pass, but once again the defense of Maroons does not let a ball go through that easily. Max Lopez wins the header. But once again, the Maroons have possession. I'm sorry, the Macalester have possession. Macalester with the ball. Sends it to the Far left. Finds the ball through just too far as the ball goes into the goalkeeper's hands.
Not a bad idea, but good tracking there from Ben Brandt. Sees his guy the whole way, cuts out the dangerous pass, and that's pretty easy handled by Katzenpallis.
Isaiah Holquist with the ball. Now with Sam Drablos back to Isaiah Holquist.
Ooh.
Gives away the ball. You cannot do that when your defense very nervous. As now here comes Macalester. Nice guess
Nice
through
poke,
one, but
a little too far. A little lazy on the body shape there from Holquist. You really want to open yourself up. Just kind of throwing it across your body is never going to end well. So,
Macalester.
fortunately, the mistake doesn't hurt him.
Macalester plays it back with the defense. Macalester have now gotten more possession and looks to play stronger with the offense. As it's been a while since Maroons have made a dangerous move up there in the offense. Macalester sends it long, but too long, as it's going to be another goal kick for the Maroons. Macalester looking for a chance to score, as they have gotten way better at the possession stats, and the Maroons have actually lowered their possession and played more defensive than offensive. Goalkeeper sends it far but short. Now it's Isaiah Holquist with the ball. Gives it back. Max Lopez back with Isaiah Holquist. Now it's Josh Schofield.
Good touch by Scof there.
Good
hold up by Rourke. Here's a ball up in.
Max Lopez cannot connect it well.
Might have been just a little too far for Lopez. He's kind of reaching back with his head, but not a bad idea. It's a pretty good ball in there from Rourke. A little unfortunate, nothing came of it.
Very good chance. Opportunity to score, still 0-0 after 35 minutes. Macalester goalkeeper sends it far down the middle. Header, now plays it back. Now it's Isaiah Holquist.
Very composed from Isaiah Holquist there.
Nico Capitosto tries looking for Matthew Coe. Cannot connect. Nice there from Nico Capitosto. Sends it back to Vincent Mateos. Cannot keep possession, however. Cannot get past the Macalester defense. Now it's Kyle Rourke.
So you can see right there, it's a perfect example, right? There's plenty of space for Nico and Rourke to play in the midfield, but there's pressure in behind them. There's a little bit of pressure from one or two midfielders, and as soon as they turn back, the Macalester defenders drop off. They let them play backwards. They let them play negative, but never anything positive. It's very nice. It's well organized. It's very nicely done from this this unit. Okay, here comes the pressure.
Nice.
Got there a little late that time.
Kyle Rourke
and we're behind.
To Josh Schofield, but once again the defense of Macalester very strong. Cannot let Maroons go through, and it's another corner kick.
It's a good poke from White, but that's what happens when you're a little late with that kind of pressure, right? You get there a little late to the midfield, a forward pass goes in, the second defender's late, and all of a sudden there's a ball in behind.
And it looks like they're going to be Josh Schofield who's going to go with the center. 5 against all defenses right there. The header of the ball goes.
Oh,
just
my word.
Great chance right there from the Maroons, but cannot connect very well as the ball goes wide off the post.
And he had to stoop a little bit, but I'm honestly very surprised that Lopez hasn't put that one away. It's a good ball. He beats his man to the spot. Like I said, it's a little low. He has to stoop, but that's one he normally finishes.
Substitution as Max Lopez comes out.
Coe and Matus as well. Looks like Peyton Lane, Bryce Millington checking in. Sorry, one more. I think it's Jorge Bronco on the far side.
Peyton Lane coming in, also has scored 1 goal this season. Hoping to catch 1 more against Macalester today. Ball now throw in for Macalester. Ball can't go through as they send it to another throw-in, courtesy of Gary Zhao.
This one will come in deep after Johnson's misclear there.
Another throw-in looking to go far from Jackson White. Forward waiting for the ball. Ball's going to play the header, and that is a handball.
Yeah, pick your point. Pick your foul there. Either the handball or the shove in the back on. I believe it's Rourke there. Just a little overeager.
Now the goalkeeper is going to send it far. Cannot communicate with each other as they're having some problems, it seems. At the end, he sends it far. Adeosun looking for the header. Height being a factor, he cannot win it. Now he trips over the ball. Now he comes, Macalester.
It's a nice tackle there from Schofield and keeps it in.
Nice, now plays with Adeosun. Comes through. The Maroons keep possession. Plays it far back with Nico.
Bronco fumbles a little bit.
Macalester take away possession, playing it back. Gives it away, however.
Oh, it's a dangerous pass from Kent there.
4 against 4. Now it's 5 against 4. Sends it to Josh Schofield looking for the header, but nice defense once again, blocking the header.
Jackson White in another good spot there. It's a pretty good ball across from Millington.
For the curl, as Adeosun keeps the ball in the pitch, plays it all the way back.
Well done from Bryce.
To Scott Lick.
Fortunate for Macalester there. That might have been the first mistake anyone on their back line has really made today. Lucky it wasn't punished, thanks to Jackson White's positioning.
Now it's Nate Johnson who sends it to Josh Schofield. Very good game. After comes.
That's a great move from Schofield past 2 defenders.
Looking for the shot. Now it's going to be Maroon's chance. Comes through. Shot.
And well defended again by Jackson White. He's recovering after 2 of his teammates are beat. Does a nice job stopping and blocking, partially blocking Kyle Rourke's shot there.
Nice play from Josh Schofield and Kyle Rourke. But once again, the defense cannot be beat for Macalester. Just about 5 minutes left of the first half. Score still 0-0. Nice touch right there from Macalester, who plays it back. And Macalester still has possession.
Very good hold-up play here. Comes from Anigbogu. Nice ball in.
Could he turn around? No, prefers with a shot.
Nice
right
poke away there from Droblos. Good recovery.
Nice from Droblos, who gives it. And Zale Holquist, it seems. Now it's. Once again, the good defense causes a.
Yeah, the initial pass a little weird there. It kind of it's not a whole ton of options, but it buries Peyton Lane with 2 defenders on the sideline. It's tough to play out of that.
Now it's Adeosun. Gives away the possession, plays it back to the goalkeeper. Macalester with possession. Sends it far, but
oh boy.
Very good. Still have possession, and another nutmeg.
He's gotten away with that one.
Another mag from Macalester, and sends it far.
It's a nice ball in behind.
That looks like
well handled by Nate Johnson.
Ref says play on. As the goalkeeper sends it once again far. Adeosun, his height being a factor, as he cannot win the ball, but does. And look at that from Josh Schofield. Nice clean tackle from Josh.
Good battle there from both Nserico and Josh Schofield.
Throw in from Macalester. The throw-ins from Macalester have not been very effective, most of them giving away possession. And the kickback cannot find him, as Macalester still keeps it in the pitch. Plays it back. Now it's Macalester looking to attack. Sends it far. Keeps giving away possession. And now it's Isaiah Holquist. Sends it far, looking for Adeosun. Nice. And now it's Kyle Rourke, who plays back.
That's Bryce Millington.
All the way back to Nate Johnson. Has possession. Looks for Isaiah Holquist, but cannot pass the ball well.
Gotta say, I think it's luckier that that ball rolls out of play. If Nserkova picks that off, it's off to the races.
Header back. And once again, the throw-ins from Macalester cannot be effective as they keep giving away possession. Macalester still has possession, however. Now Adeosun finds Josh Schofield, very nice. Cut back, gets rid of one, but sends it back. Cannot find nobody, and now it's Macalester who once again has possession. Sends it far, and that's a push, but the ref is calling for a throw-in instead. Adele cannot find the header.
That looks like a foul, yep.
Now it's Maroons with the possession.
That's a sloppy pass.
Oh, that is a foul right there. Could be a yellow card, but the ref keeps it in his pocket. It's just a foul for...
It's a little hot today. It's the second game they played this week, but that's the kind of pass you can't have in the back end. You really got to be crisp and focused for the entire half, the entire game with these passes in the back. Just one of them can get you punished, and that's you can't have that in games like this where you feel like you're in control, where you have possession. You really got to be crisp on all those passes in the back.
Macalester looking for the center, far ball. Ball's in play. Macalester looking for, but cannot connect it. And it's another goal kick for the Maroons. Just 2 minutes left of the first half. Still 0-0.
One last sub here as Ben Wagner checks in.
Seems as though the substitute's a little upset that the coach took him out. Now it's Isaiah Holquist with possession. Sends a long ball. Cannot find nobody. As Maroons take back possession. Good header to the center of the pitch. Nice ball right there. Gets rid of 3 with that pass.
Great tracking back from Rourke there. Wins 2 tackles to keep possession.
Very good from Isaiah Holquist. Very good ball control from this young man. Now it's Nico with the ball. Tries looking for his teammate, cannot get it through. Macalester keep it in the pitch. And that is a foul. The ref is still keeping his card in his pocket, however. It's just
hold on, he might be calling him over. That looks like a last warning. I was going to say that it might have been a little lucky to get away with that one.
Macalester looking for another center. Almost
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Almost the whole team waiting for it. The center, the header, the ball still in play. It's the first one.
Wow.
Hits the post. Just goes over the post. Macalester had the first one just right before first half end. Incredible chance missed.
And this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. This focus can wane in the dying minutes of halves, the dying minutes of games, when it's your second, your third game of the week, when it's a little bit hot. If you don't stay focused, no matter how in control you think you are, there can be mistakes. That ball bounces inside the 18-yard box, and you just can't have that as a defense.
Incredible chance missed. When you're that close, you cannot miss those kind of chances. Now it's a throw-in for Macalester. Just 10 seconds left of the first half. Foul called against Macalester.
7, 6, 5, 4.
First hand looking to end. Isaiah sends it long.
1, 0.
That's the end of the first half. Still 0-0. One penalty miss, courtesy of Adeosun. We'll be back after these commercials.
I think that's a pretty easy answer for all of us. This is like this year's national championship. We came close the past couple years, especially last year. Heartbreakingly short in Greensboro, but that is like the simple goal of this team is a national championship.
no doubt we have the team, the personnel to do that, and I think the passion to do it, because we came so close last year, and a blown call and a few missed chances and some bad luck really just sent us home. And we want to be back in Greensboro. I have no doubt we can do it.
The University of Chicago athletics program aims to enrich the life of the whole person and is invested in competitive excellence. Your contributions to the Friends of Maroon Athletics enhance the student-athlete experience for all teams. Help us build on the already exceptional foundation of success for which UChicago is recognized. Support UChicago student-athletes by making a gift to Friends of Maroon Athletics today.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of different career goals, and I've learned so much about myself that I was always like growing and changing.
When I got to college, it forced me to step up and become more of a leader, and I think that was something I had the capability of doing, and forever grateful that being at a Division III school gave me that opportunity.
You have to dedicate your time in the classroom, you have to dedicate your time in the gym, on the field, on the court.
Our coaches and the entirety of the athletic department, they valued the student athlete going out into community and trying something new and getting involved in campus life.
You can get involved in so many different things. So the possibilities are truly limitless for what you can do with your college experience. You can kind of make it your own in the Division III setting. So I would encourage people who want to have flexibility to pursue different interests and passions to go D3.
The University of Chicago athletics program aims to enrich the life of the whole person and is invested in competitive excellence. Your contributions to the Friends of Maroon Athletics enhance the student-athlete experience for all teams. Help us build on the already exceptional foundation of success for which UChicago is recognized. Support UChicago student-athletes by making a gift to Friends of Maroon Athletics today.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Maroons Broadcast Network powered by IMS. We're about to start the second half. Score still 0-0. Very intense first half with a lot of opportunities missed. Penalty missed by Adeuson. Probably the most clearest chance of the game.
Yeah, a couple decent chances on either side. Kind of summing up, UChicago's pretty comfortable in possession, but that's it's mostly because Macalester is comfortable ceding said possession. They're doing a very nice job being structurally organized. Their line, their defensive line's very well set. Both their midfielders, Anwar and Ben Hamida, are patrolling the back line, cutting space off in front of there for entry balls very, very well. And they're putting good pressure, particularly from their wingers, coming back to deal with the wing backs in the UChicago 3-5-2 system. So far, they've done a pretty good job frustrating the UChicago attack. The penalty comes off of one play that was made by Lopez, where he flicks a ball really nicely into Deuson's path and is taken down. But after a nice save, there's really nothing between them. Most of the other chances have been half chances, and while UChicago holds a good edge in possession, it's mostly possession in their own half or deep in midfield.
Huge opportunities missed. A huge factor that was why the score is still 0-0 is Macalester's defense.
Yeah, and the goalkeeper, they've done a great job blocking shots, getting themselves in the way, and then obviously the penalty save from Wenig was very well done by him. And then on the other end, one really good chance at the end of the half for, I believe it was Clayton Smith. That's a ball dropped in the UChicago box and just was unfortunate to head it off the crossbar. So I'd say one really good chance for each side, couple half chances for each side, but not much to choose between them outside of the possession stats.
Beginning of the first half, it was the Maroons who held very good possession as the Macalester University was holding back on its own. But after about the first 20 minutes, it switched as Macalester looked for more opportunities. A lot of chances missed. Well, hopefully both teams could get their stuff back together and start scoring more goals in the second half. And it'll be Macalester who starts out this second half. Both teams, last minute huddle from Macalester, as the Maroons are ready for the second half.
133.
Macalester is also now ready. That'll be Clayton Smith who will kick off. Waiting for the ref signal. And the second half commences as it's Macalester who have possession.
One thing to note here, it looks like UChicago has gone back into a 4-3-3. Just want to make sure, since I lied about this in the first half. Yes, is the 4-3-3. They've moved to a 4-backs, 3 in the midfield in a triangle, and then 2 wingers and Lopez up top. So we'll see if that system adjustment changes anything. I think they just weren't getting a whole lot, as I mentioned, with Macalester's wingers doing a very nice job dropping onto the wing backs in the 3-5-2. Just don't think they found a lot of value out of the width that's provided in that system or some of the pressure up top. So switching back to 4-3-3, we'll see how they even match up in the formation now, see how they do with that.
And now it's Macalester who has possession as they play it all the way back. With the defense who kicks it all the way forward. Clayton Smith looking for it, cannot. Commences. And it is Deuson who comes back up from the bench. And it's now the Maroons who look.
Oh, nice ball in behind.
Mateos has the ball. Is that another penalty? The ref signals it. It's another penalty. Penalty for the Maroons, second of the game.
Definitely much more debatable call than the one in the first half, but definitely could have been called either way. Looked like a little bit of a potential fumble from Coe. Can't say 100% for sure if contact was made directly with him or the ball from our vantage point, but the referee has called it. And this time Coe will take it.
For me, it was actually a clean foul. He did get hold of the ball first.
Did the referee pull a card? Anyone see?
The ref did not pull out a card. The goalkeeper arguing, trying to get the ref to call off the penalties.
Iceman, you have to tell him no! It's your job, man!
Very debatable penalty. For me, it wasn't, but the ref is not going to change his mind.
Yeah, certainly more debatable than the one in the first half, but definitely definitely some form of contact. Just couldn't tell if he got ball first or got man from my vantage point. But
Matthew
it will stand. Cole will step up.
3, 2, 1, fire!
And another save!
Another shot!
Oh, and Cole finishes on the rebound.
Goal for Matthew Cole.
Holy cow.
Season.
Wenif read it again. He was literally standing in the spot that Cole kicked the ball before he even kicked it. And he just put it right back into Cole's path, got a finger on the follow-up, and it just went into the corner of the net. It's almost Wenif's second penalty save. Well, it is his second penalty save and almost a third save to add to it.
The first opportunity for the second half, just 2 minutes in, 1-0. Macalester, I'm sorry, the Maroons take the lead.
And it comes right after the formation switch. They find a deep run as Coe cuts underneath Lopez, who runs wide. Carter plays a nice ball in behind the Macalester back line, and we get the penalty.
And now it's Coe who gets his 6th goal of the season in 6 games. He is on fire still. You're not sending fire.
Oh, another great ball here from the Deoson.
Would it be 2-0? Can't get it through, and he does.
And he does! Holy cow, what a start to the half.
3 minutes in, 2-0. Deoson. 2 goals, 6 games. The Maroons are on fire, ladies and gentlemen.
And the keeper's hurt as well in that collision.
What is the linesman calling? Is the linesman...
I think the linesman's just worried about the defender.
He's talking to the players. 17.
Clear goal, however, as they did get hold of the possession. Very beautiful finish. However, Wenning does seem hurt. Incredible team goal, however.
Yeah,
once again, Coe with a Deoson.
Yeah, hoping for the best for Wenning here. It was a great ball from Coe. Dio had stayed wide. The back line had shifted a little too much, and Coe played a beautiful left-footed crossfield ball into Deoson's path. Tough one to take as it was bouncing as he came onto it. Brought it down pretty well on the toe. It looked like a toe poke finish to me there. It was well timed and well placed in the left-hand corner. And then made contact with Wenif as he came through.
Very disappointing for Macalester, as in the first half they held their own for 45 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes in the second half. Maroons take 2-0 lead.
And you know that can often happen after the first goal. You know, you've done so much work, done such a good job in the first half for 45 minutes, and you come out of the half and all of a sudden there's a second penalty. It goes in the goal after the keeper saves the initial shot. There can be a bit of a let-off where you just kind of think like, ugh, you know, is it going to be our day? Is it not going to be our day? And kind of fell asleep again there on the far side as their left back sucked a little too far in. And that's the kind of thing that can happen if you drop your focus a little bit after that sort of breaking point in the game.
Something you don't like to see in the world of soccer. Goalkeeper is injured right now, barely on his knees. He's been down for about 2 minutes right now. Talking with his coaches, would he be able to continue? It looks like he took a kick to the stomach when the Deoson kicked it in.
It might have been a kick to the head. It looks like they're...
As Wenning finally gets back up.
Yeah, this looks like concussion protocol to me.
I think Macalester should just make the substitution. Don't want to risk him if he's a star goalkeeper for the rest of the season. Hopefully he will be able to continue as he's made some really great saves. Blocked 2 penalties. That's 2 penalties saved. Even though one ended up in goal, that's still a great save. And that is 2 penalties missed for the Maroons. When he's still talking with his coaches, looked like he's going to continue being the goalkeeper. He's walking off, maybe a substitution. Walking off to a lot of claps as his 2 penalties saved.
Yeah. And it looks like he will be subbed.
Yes, it is subbed, and it'll be goalkeeper Mitchell Castellan, who will take his place.
Yeah, we hope whatever the injury is, that nothing too bad, and he can continue in the next game. Never like to see that.
There's a height difference between both goalkeepers. Hopefully that won't be a factor. As the game continues, with Macalester giving away possession right away. We'll regain it as the Maroons send it outside. Now it's Floyd Smith.
He's going to try and let it run, but I don't. Oh, well done.
Great by Mitchell Castellan. Gets rid of Matthew Coe.
That's not bad at all. You know, sometimes when you're coming into a game a little cold, you can, you make a decision like that. The ball doesn't roll into your goal box, and you could potentially run into a mistake there. Very composed, takes it right by Coe, and we move on.
Now it's Macalester with possession. Ball goes out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Maroons. The Maroons with a 2-0 lead with an incredible just 2 goals in 3 minutes. We'll give away possession, and here comes Macalester. Great play. Macalester has possession, plays it back. Will Orser.
Nice Kenton. Oh, there's a lot of space for more. Well read by Dravlos.
Now it's Matthew Coe with Max Lopez. Vincent Mateos as Adeosun was dropped. The ref is signaling no foul.
What?
Ref stopped the play, very confusing as why he stopped it.
Might have been some words exchanged between looks like Adeosun and Logan Harper.
Definitely.
They came together. Didn't look like anything intentional to me. I think Adeosun just tripped over Harper.
Definitely an interaction between these two. Looks like it'll be Macalester will have to kick the ball back to the Maroons. Oh, it was the opposite. The Maroons give the ball to Macalester, and it's now the goalkeeper, Mitchell Castellan, with possession. Playing it back. Will Orser plays it to Logan Harper.
It's good pressure here from the Maroons, but well played out by Anwar.
Nice play. Now it's Logan Harper once again with possession. Clayton Smith. And nice from Adeosun.
Oh, it's a good ball in behind the Matus.
Matus has the ball.
Not quite going to get on. A good covering by Kent.
Great defense, showing signs of the great defense that was shown in the first half, as it's now a throw-in. And it seems like Adeosun will take the throw, gives it to Vicente Mateos. Max Lopez tries to win the ball, cannot, as once again the great defense. Macalester take possession. Can now hold the possession. Signs of the first half, and now a throw-in for the Maroons.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens here. As mentioned, Macalester is playing excellent defense in the first half. They're clearly well organized, well coached. But down 2-0, that's not necessarily going to get you results. You need to put some offense in. We'll see if they have a way, or if they do make changes here to try and get some offense going.
Matthew Coe plays it back. Maroons send it all the way to Scott Lick. Scott with Vicente.
Great turn there.
From a 2 against 2, against 3. Gets through. Max Lopez tries looking for Adeosun, but sends it far back. And it's now a throw-in for Macalester.
One thing to mention on that last goal, Coe did have the assist. He's now 1 away from tying the school record.
I think it is tied.
It is tied now?
1 from breaking.
1 from breaking. The stats people are telling me I am wrong. He is now tied and 1 from breaking it.
Incredible from senior Matthew Coe. Surely will write his name in the University of Chicago history. Adeosun trying to get through.
Yeah, there is a nice little board in there, so it will be written down. Yeah, I highly doubt, barring and We hope no serious injury. With this many games left in the season, I can't imagine that Ko would not break that record.
Sends it far. Now to Scott Lick. Nice control. Finds Adeuson. Going for the pass back. Scott Lick cannot find him as defense take possession with Macalester, who just gives the ball away.
And you can see now this is something that happened to the Wheaton Thunder. There's a 20-yard gap between the midfield line for Macalester and their lone striker in Crom. Good reaction time there from the keeper. This is something that needs to change if Macalester want to get back in this game. They really got to tighten that lineup. They have to have support for their forward when the ball goes up there, or they have to start putting some balls in behind. If nothing changes, that's unlucky in my opinion from Lopez, but if nothing changes here, it's going to be more of the same with UChicago comfortable in possession, running the clock down. If it were 1-0, maybe a different story, but you need 2 goals here. Kind of hoping for something to happen really doesn't work when you're down 2.
Trying to make a turnaround, but can't get through as Macalester now takes possession.
Here's a good chance of people at the field. Broken up.
This might be the good opportunity for Mitchell Casterland to show why he should be the starter keeper after the injured keeper went out. Another ball long to
just going to carry out. It's the right idea there. Just a little too far from Lopez.
Ball's not throwing for Macalester. Look like a handball. Ref says nothing. Maroons play it back. Now looks to be Sam Grablos. Nice cutaway as Sam comes through. Sends a long leak for Adeo. Might be too far. It is. It's going to be a throw-in for Macalester. The offense of Maroons surely improved as they are pressuring hard on the good defense from Macalester. One thing that the Macalester has to improve is on these free throw-ins. Most of the throw-ins that go in, they give away possession. Great pressure from the Maroons. Throw in once again, giving away possession once again, and it's Vincent Mateus has the ball. That's one, does not let it go out, plays it back nicely.
Well fought by Ko there.
Now
in a bad spot up to the line.
Nate Johnson with Ko. Sends it far, looking for Max Lopez. Great pass, beautiful, but cannot connect it.
Well handled by Max Kent there.
Romero
reading the flick on.
Now it's Floyd Crum. Sends it far back. Cannot keep it in play, and it's a throw-in for the Maroons. Now it is Scott Lick with the possession. Max Lopez. Nico gives away possession. Cannot find Matthew Ko. And it's now Macalester with the ball. Plays it back. Sends it far. Good pass. Could they get through? No, he cannot. As they're both battling for possession, but at the end it'll be a goal kick. Yes, it is a goal kick for the Maroons.
Good effort there by Crom. Gonna need that kind of effort, gonna need that kind of commitment if you're gonna get back into this game.
Nice control from Adeuson. Nice cutback. Plays it with Scott Lick. Scott runs through. Finds Nico Capatosto. Now, nice flick, but cannot find Matthew Ko. And then it'll be a throw-in for Macalester. Throw-in for Macalester as they throw it in. Finally, not giving up possession. Nice, beautiful first touch. Nice, beautiful pass. The counter-attack is looking good. Nice, beautiful touch. 2 against 1, center. And then it's the goalkeeper who finds the ball first.
And it's excellent soccer from Macalester. But again, you have to say, who's he crossing the ball to? There's one person in the box. You're just hoping for Clayton Smith to go up and get a header there. There's no one else to play that ball to. So even though they connect 5-6 passes in the upper end and get a cross in, there's no one to cross it to. You're hoping on a whim.
Beautiful play right there from Adeosun and Max Lopez. Adeosun has the ball, prefers to Matthew Coe. Coe with the turnaround, center, the header, Max Lopez. Nice defense right there.
And it's well handled from the defense there, but again, you can see the contradiction. There are 3 white shirts in the box for Coe to cross that ball to.
Only one person from Macalester is up there while the rest are trying hard to defend. Here comes Max Lopez, sends it back to Adeosun. Oh, beautiful play. What a goal that would have been. Incredible play from Adeosun with Matthew Coe.
Yeah,
ball goes just wide out.
Gotta say, that's excellent effort from Dio there. He's running out, just a little bit overplayed from Lopez, but he does a great job to turn his hips and get that ball all the way back across. And I really like the first time effort there from Carter Romeo. There's someone, defender 5 yards away from him. If he takes a touch, he probably gets closed down. Really nothing to lose by hitting that first time, and I think it gives him the best look.
Another substitution. It's a triple substitution this time for Macalester.
And maybe this is the change they need. Maybe this will be a little bit of a structural, tactical change that they can try and get a little more offense going, commit a few numbers further forward. Gonna have to take some risks. It's risky. You could get scored on again, but the difference between losing 3-0 and 2-0 is pretty negligible.
Beautiful chest pass from Vincent Mateos, leading to a foul. Now it'll be a free kick for the Maroons. Adeosun looking to center it in, hoping for the third one of the night. Center from looking straight to the goal.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper gets it.
It's a long cross. It's a bit much to ask, but that is just a little too straight.
One thing that was a fact that after the second substitution for Macalester, which was a double substitution, they did improve a lot on their offense. Maybe this will also improve them as they now have 2 offense instead of 1. As it started with the second half, I apologize. Beautiful Paul.
Yeah, Danny Peak, a little bit of a quicker striker, looking in behind. You can see it right here. It's a lovely ball.
Could not finish it.
He hasn't finished it.
Could not finish it as the ball goes out to wide of the right post. Great chance, once again missed, but the offense has improved after the second substitution.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about here. With Crom most of the game playing with his back to goal. Danny Peak comes in, makes a nice diving run in behind. Clayton Smith plays a beautiful ball in his path. Just doesn't take it on the right foot, in my opinion. It tries to kind of poke it with his right foot past the keeper. That one should probably be swept with the left, but great opportunity there for Macalester to get on the board.
Another chance miss. Here comes Macalester once again. Great pass, cannot get through the defense. Beautiful tackle, clean tackle. 3 against 1, he gets rid of
That's well played there.
I believe that's 3 megs already against the Maroons. After that triple substitution, the Macalester has improved very well on their offense.
A little over aggressive from Droblos, but he's bailed out by Schofield.
Nice from Adeosun, clean tackle.
Webster on gets tackled there after some nice footwork on the other side.
15 minutes into the second half, score still 2-0. Macalester with possession. He had Clayton Smith open for a good 5 seconds, but decides to play short. Logan Harper. Now with Anwar, back to Logan Harper.
Good ball
Could he
in there.
reach before it goes in play? He does. 2 against 1. Logan Harper cannot control it. That's a throw-in.
Was
a throw-in
or
for
a foul? It is a throw.
It was a throw-in. It should have been for the Maroons, but it's going. The ref called a throw-in for Macalester. You want to send the long ball. Logan Harper. Ball's in the air. Headed back. Goalkeeper reaches it first.
It's a good flick on there from Clayton Smith. Just nobody following it up.
Harper waiting for his players to go up. Drops the ball. No one from Macalester pressuring as he sends it far. Max Lopez with the header. Tries looking for Davison. The defense. And that is a throw-in for Macalester. Nice try from Davison. Logan Harper with possession. Logan Harper has been running back and forth. Great game from this man. Clayton Smith sends it long, looking for Danny Peak. However, it's Mitchell Castellan who has possession of the ball. Plays it short with the defense. Back and forth. Nice interception, but cannot find a teammate. Once again, Macalester with the possession. Plays it short, great control. Looking for the good pass, but cannot get it through. And it's Vincent Matus once again with the Davison. Finds. Nice, beautiful play from Ben Brandt. Grable sends it long, looking for Romero. Romero will have the ball. Beautiful from Carter Romero, sends a header. Max Lopez tries controlling it with the chest, but cannot get it to go down. Davison, nice tackle, but cannot get it covered. And here comes the counter attack, very slow but effective. Here comes Clayton Smith. Cannot get it through, and it'll be goalkeeper's ball.
It's a little rushed. Got to give Matus some credit for tracking back, being a little bit of an annoyance in the back of Clayton Smith.
Goalkeeper still with possession. Throws it to Josh Schofield. Great game by Josh Schofield after being substituted in. Now he passes it to Ben Brandt. Long ball. Drops it good. Doesn't have that many options. Looks for Max Lopez. Defense cuts through. Back and forth once again from Macalester. Very good pressuring from the Maroons. Nice interception, and here comes Max Lopez. Plays it back. Now it's Matthew Coe looking for his third. Looking for the shot. No, prefers Max Lopez too far. And yes, it is a goal kick for the Macalester team.
Not a bad idea. Just lifted it. I don't think he intended for that one to be in the air. And he'll get arrested. Oh, and Wenif is checking back in.
Nice from Wenning.
Or sorry, Wenig. That's good to see. That's very, very good to see. Fears of a head injury. Nice to see him coming back in the game. Let's hope he can stay for the rest of it and that he's healthy for good.
Looking for the first goal kick since his return right now. Sends it far to the midfield.
Certainly will be good if UChicago has another penalty because he'll probably save it.
Foul calls the ref. Ball from Macalester. Macalester has improved on their offense attack. Chicago cannot get it through their defense, once again showing great signs 20 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, the Chicago defense definitely being tested a little bit more this half than they were in the first. Definitely a concerted effort since that last triple substitution from Macalester to go further forward, and which I really like. We'll see how the Maroons defense responds to this. So far, so good, but can definitely see them trying to push further up the field. And it may open up space in behind, but the effort is there.
Very good play. Try from Macalester, but cannot get it to go through. The goalkeeper seems to have problems. Has to kick it out. Had no choice but to kick it out. Would be a close throw-in from Macalester.
And it doesn't look pretty, but at the very least, if you know you're licked, just put it out. Last thing you want is to try and pull an Alisson for any of you Liverpool fans out there and watch the ball end up in the back of your net.
Definitely do not want to pull that. Here comes Max Lopez. Sends it far, looking for.
Oh, it's a great touch from Rourke.
Nice from. It's Rourke, not Johnson. Here comes Rourke. Good pass. Once again, the nice defense. Great defense
Just fumbled there from Zhao. Just came on, maybe a little cold as he comes in. A little unfortunate there as Rourke took a great touch past Logan Harper.
Foul once again from Maroons. Ref has not pulled out a card yet in this game. He does pull out looks like some words were exchanged between the two players as he pulls out a yellow card.
Yeah, Matus just talks back there under his breath, and there's really no need. The ref's done a great job, I think, of handling the game. There haven't been a lot of ticky-tack fouls here today, but no reason to really pull out the card except on the initial penalty. And Matus gives him a reason there.
Colton Wendig sends it hard. Long, good center. The header back. Ball's in play. Looks like could have been a penalty, but no. Looked like a shove that kept the offense from scoring, but the ref at the end calls a foul for the Maroons. Goal kick. The goalkeeper cannot communicate good with his teammates, sends it far long. Max Lopez cannot header it. And now it is Ben Brandt. Carter Romero. Very good game from this man. Running back and forth. Carter Romero once again. Mateos plays it back. Beautiful play. Nice touch right there. Now it's Mateos. Max Lopez. Gary Zal plays it. Max Lopez, good touch. But nice pressuring from the defense who does not let it go through. Beautiful long ball. Now it's Scott Jofields looking for the center. And it'll be a corner kick for the Maroons.
It's very well played there from the Maroons. Ends with a corner as Josh tries to cross. And here's a triple sub for the Maroons.
If I'm correct, this is the 8th corner kick of the match.
For just Chicago?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Could be wrong, but
in comes Millington, Vulgaris, and Peyton Lane for Carter Romero, Vicente Matus, and Max Lopez.
It'll be a center from the left from the Maroons, looking for the 3rd of the match. Center, balls in the air. The
Pretty
header.
good service.
Balls almost reached. But cannot connect.
Well punched away there, I believe, by Wenig. It's a pretty good service there from Panos Vulgaris and well handled by the keeper.
Nice, beautiful touch right there. Josh Schofield going with the center. Ball's in the air, and then
once again, well handled by Wenig. It's a pretty good move there from Josh Schofield. Just lofts his cross a little bit, and Wenig comes and claims.
Wenig with the ball still. Nobody pressuring from the Maroons, so he keeps it short. Looking for a long ball. Wenig sends it long. Connects it back. Beautiful play, but nice interception from the defense. And now it is Kaufman with the ball.
Good hold up from Millington.
Starks without the play. That'll be a throw-in for Macalester.
There's some protests as that ball did clearly come off the Macalester player, but the linesman missed it there. So
Macalester with possession. Nice pressure, and it's a throw-in for the Maroons. Center comes through.
Good tackle by Droblos.
Nice center. The ball's just over. Goal kick from the Maroons. Macalester has lowered their pressure. In the last 10 minutes have lowered the pressure on the offense. After the triple substitution, seem doing pretty good. But have no match for the defense of the Maroons. Goalkeeper have been having some problems sending it long in this match. Nice defense right there. Max Kent sends it to Isaiah Holquist. Now back with Isaiah Holquist. Nice touch there, does not let it go out. Payne Lane.
It's good hold up by Lane.
Nice tackle right there. Keep possession of the ball. Nice.
Well played again by Lane. That should be a foul. Probably a card. Yep. And the referee looks like he's going to go to his pocket.
Yellow card right there.
Ben Hamida just gets caught a little bit there. Lane has a nice flick over.
Looks like Maroons will take another free kick to go for the center, looking for the third of the match, but only 4 against Team 7. Send 2 more to the offense. Center, ball's in the air. The header just very far off the white of the post. Goal kick for the Macalester.
Looked like the Maroons were looking for a design play there. Rourke coming off the back post. Looked like he had a slight screen in the box. He was trying to head it back across, but I think he just kind of overran it. Yeah, see, he signals to his coach. He ran it a little too far, and it was a little too tall for him.
Goal kick now as Colton Wenning plays it short with Will Orser. Orser with possession. Back and forth once again. Orser. Jared Holden was calling for it. Header back. Nice defense. And now Peyton Lane gives away possession. Lane
wins it right.
Try winning it right back. Nice defense once again from Macalester.
Kind of runs over Anwar there. He's holding his back, and nope, he's back up. We're good. UChicago doing a really nice job. Their midfielders are tracking back to pick up second balls, and that's really, really important when an opposing team starts playing long balls into your back line. Ooh,
nice mag right there. Fouled the ref.
Well done by Rourke.
Keeps the card in his pocket.
Yeah, sees it's the first foul as Jared Holden has just subbed in for Logan Harper. Decides to keep the card in his book probably appropriately. Yeah, as I was saying, the UChicago midfield is doing a very nice job dropping back and making sure they're picking up second balls. If those balls are won by your defense and the opposition midfield is picking them up, they can start running at your defense and really spacing out your lines. It's really important for at least one midfielder to be dropping back, looking for those, looking to gain possession on those headers.
Josh Schofield with a header. Seth Kaufman looking for the flick of the ball. Cannot get it go through. And now it's Josh Schofield once again with Seth Kaufman. Beautiful right there. And here comes Josh Kaufman. Cuts back. Plays it back with Max Starks. Plays it all the way back.
Oh, it's a little soft. Serica almost runs it down.
And now it's Payne Lane. Beautiful play. Seth Kaufman. Plays back. Kaufman cannot get a good pass. And the Maroons are forced to play it back. Now it's Payne Lane. The ball. Ben Brandt.
Good patience from the Maroons here. Up 2 goals. There's no need to force anything if you don't see the space in behind. Swing it around. Try and find an angle.
Now it is Josh Kaufman.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Nice right there, but cannot get it to go through. From Kyle Rourke.
A little overzealous, but he wins it back.
That is a foul. The ref is signaling.
And draws a foul.
With many arguments from Macalester, but it will be indirect free kick for the Maroons.
That's well done from Rourke. Try something a little bit overzealous, I would say, but does a great job working to get it back and drawing a foul there in the corner. Of course, I was a defender, so I rarely did anything overzealous, so I'm definitely biased.
Gris with the center, the ball's in the air, the header. Nice defense right there, kicks it back. It'll be Josh Schofield. Now once again with Vulgaris. Cuts back, one for the center with the left. Defense pressure won't let him do it. Now it's Josh Schofield once again. Schofield comes through, gets rid of one. No, he does not. Ball still possession, however. Here comes Josh Schofield. Nice play, but gives away possession. And here comes the counterattack, but nice.
Well done by Zhao. Track back. Another good service from Vulgaris there, but well handled by the Macalester defense.
That's from Gary Zhao. Macalester just cannot keep possession of the ball for that long. Center calling for a handball. Ref says keep playing. And Macalester Playing it back very shortly. Nobody pressuring from the other team. And then once again, back and forth. Another back and forth play from Macalester. Now going forward, but cannot keep possession of the ball. And now it's Peyton Lane, who gives it to Kaufman, who could go for the shot. And he does go for the shot, just over the top post. Very good try.
Just rises a little bit too much on him.
30 minutes into the first half, it is still 2-0. Goals courtesy of Matthew Cole. Missed the penalty, scored the rebound, and Adeo Davison with a great assist from Matthew Cole, tying the record for most assists.
Another double sub here as Holland will move out to right back as Logan Harper moves back to left back. Looks like one more. Ben Wagner actually comes in here on the left wing. Oh, and I'm sorry, Nick Moore goes back out to right wing.
The Maroons with the possession cannot. Nice defense from Macalester. They're not letting the Maroons go through. Here comes Payne Lane. As the Macalester take possession and just kick it out. Nice, beautiful right there, 360. From Ben Brandt, plays it back. Nice run, here comes the Maroons. Sends a beautiful ball in, but nice interception right there to kick it back. It'll be a throw-in for the Chicago Maroons. Macalester looking to make a triple substitution very soon. Ball's about to go out, but then...
Yeah, it looks like Kent will check back in for Ursham.
Josh Schofield keeps the ball in play. Sends it to looking for Gary Zhao. Now Josh Schofield, ball calling for off, but the ref saying the ball is still in play.
And it was.
Beautiful.
Oh, almost great soccer there. Just a little too far. And interested to see Crom coming back in here. It looks like he will still be the lone striker. I'd really like to see them send either an attacking mid a little higher or a second striker to support Crom, be right underneath him when he gets the ball so he can play it immediately back, have immediate support, or have someone running in behind him. I think playing with back to goal with 12 minutes left with an isolated striker just isn't going to do a whole lot at this point. And maybe they're looking for flick-ons, but that 2 goals probably a bit hopeful as well.
13, I think.
Max Kent sends it far. Nice header. Macalester still with the possession.
I don't know. This guy who looked like him. Pretty sure it's him. I'm going to say it's him. Okay.
Very short pass. Almost intercepted.
I want to apologize. Max Kent did check back in, but he checked back in for Orsher as Ursa moved over to left center back.
Dead ball as the ref signals a foul. Very debatable foul. But the Maroons send it far, looking for Payne Lane. Nice play right there. Throw in for the Maroons.
We'll have Jonah Moore checking in here, switching out with Isaiah Holquist at left back.
Might be the last time we see Isaiah Holquist on the pitch. Very good game from this man. Candidate for man of the match. Running back and forth, saving a lot, playing very good soccer, especially in the first half. Throw in for the Maroons, just give away possession. Ball's in the air, nice touch right there. Macalester plays it all the way to the defense. Now here comes Logan Harper. Danny Peak with the ball, tries to get rid of 2, but
little overzealous there from Peak. Sees the gap, but it's a lot to ask. Looked to me like Peyton Lane was offsides, and he is.
Nice try, but Peyton Lane was just a couple inches over the offside. Very good call. Payne Lane, that's definitely, a foul. Could be a yellow card. Yeah, the ref is... Yes, he reaches into his pocket.
Was a bit clumsy from Lane. I don't know if there's... Don't know if that was either necessary from either party, but was a bit silly from Lane.
Goalkeeper Wenig looking to send it far. 7 minutes left to the match. Macalester won at least one goal.
Yeah, which makes the foul look even a little more silly. I mean,
plays it short, however, can't get it through.
I don't know if that was designed or not. I hope it was. But, like, with 10 minutes left in the match, the last thing you want to do as UChicago is, commit fouls, stop the clock, let Macalester throw balls into the box, because at this point, that's kind of what they have to do.
Beautiful pass, but nice interception right there.
Schofield well read again.
Throw in for the Maroons, it seems. Very much confusion from the ref. Very debatable ref today, as he has made some strange calls.
I think the ref's actually done a good job managing the card. Just a little confusion there. Macalester is right. That should have been their throw. Did they call the foul for handball? Or is he? Yeah, they did actually.
He called it for handball.
Yeah.
Center right there. The header cannot find it. Another shot cannot connect it good as it goes way over the top of the goal.
It's always tough to hit a volley. It's a tough technique, but Clayton Smith clearly leans back there as the ball's coming in. Sorry, that's not Clayton Smith. That is. I want to apologize to him. It's Ben Wagner. Don't want to unfairly criticize the wrong person. Sorry, Ben Wagner just leaning back there as the ball's bouncing up to him, and when you lean back on a bouncing ball, that is destined to end up as a field goal.
Macalester might be getting desperate as they're 2 down with 8 minutes left of the game. Nice possession. Here comes Payne Lang with the height being a huge factor as he wins the header, but...
Well read by Ursum there. Realize he wasn't going to win the header, let Lane go up and win it, and then simply plays it back.
When it plays along, nice control, nice pass with the head. Here comes an attack. Center looking for Macalester's offense.
Nice, good move there by Webster.
Oh, the ball's in the goalkeeper's hand.
It's an excellent move there by Webster on. He just goes a little too quickly. Doesn't quite get his body set for that left-footed cross. Probably on his weak foot, so just kind of scuffs it a little bit and too close to Katzimpalis.
Goalkeeper sends it far. Not finding his teammates as Macalester take possession once again. Macalester are improving in the last 5 minutes, have improved a lot in their offense. Nice move right there. Finds Clayton Smith. Could he get to the ball before it goes out? No, it cannot. It'll be a goal kick.
An excellent defense there from Schofield. Peaks makes a nice move to get himself into space. Plays what looks like a decent ball into Clayton Smith, and Schofield just outruns him to the baseline. Macalester running out of time here.
7 minutes and a half left. They need a goal very soon if they want to stay in this match.
And Jorge Bronco just checked in here for Kyle Rourke.
Jorge Bronco comes through. Nice from Jorge Bronco.
Oh.
Cannot get it through. Beautiful play from Jorge Bronco. Man hailing all the way from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Now here comes Payne Lane. Plays it back. Nice move right there. Gets rid of one.
Very composed from Brandt.
Nice back with... Now it's Ben Brandt. Defense getting a little confusion, but still have possession. Nice
excellent ball from Droblis.
Bronco trying to get through, cannot. And the ball will be a throw-in for Macalester. Almost giving away a ball away.
Smart people make really stupid.
And a good tackle and well composed there for Harper to win the ball back.
Macalester have got to start playing more offensively. They have 3 offense now, which was a great change they made.
Yeah, I'm with you. They should. It's with 6 minutes left, you gotta just hit it.
Lloyd Crawford,
that's the kind of thing you need there from Crom, but Schofield again outruns Clayton Smith.
Nice touch. Looked like a handball. Ref is not signaling anything. Nice. Clayton Smith holds the ball. Against 3. Gets rid of. Here comes Floyd. A nice ball. And then Zhao sends it forward looking for Payne. Lane. The counterattack could be coming.
Yeah, that's great stuff from Peyton Lane.
Going for the center of the cross. No, but it's not. Plays it back to the goalkeeper. The ball will out of bounds. That'll be a corner kick.
Excellent stuff from Peyton Lane there. Good hold up play, smart pass, and then gives, instead of just passing it and staying, gives Bronco an option by running in behind so he can play the ball forward.
It'll be a corner kick taken by George Bronco. Man from St. Paul High School, Sao Paulo, Brazil, going with the center. Ball's in the air, looking for the header, cannot connect it good. As Macalester take possession, looking for the long ball. The nice defense will not let him get through, but the ref is signaling a foul. It looked like a shove.
Well held by Danny Peaks. That's what they need. A little bit of a rush kick, but it finds its way to Webster on.
Nice cut back from Macalester. Logan Harper sends it far.
Oh, caught in two minds there from Logan Harper. Couldn't decide whether to cross it or to pass it. Did neither.
5 minutes left. And here comes Logan Harper. They need one right now. Clayton Smith. It was Floyd Crum actually cannot connect the gun. Here comes the counter attack with Kaufman. Here he comes. Goes for the pass instead. Here comes Bronco. But
well
nice
done by
interception.
That is the right run from Bronco. You got to give some width there for Lane, but it's well read by Erson to break that up.
Josh passes it back to San Drablos. Sends it long. Nice Paul. Ball's still on the pitch. Cannot control it well. Has some problems, but nice cutback. He comes through. Tries to get rid of it again. Here comes Payne Man. He could have taken the shot. He does take the shot.
It just leans back again.
Very far wide off the post.
Trying to get some power in it. Just got caught leaning back again. And as mentioned, when you lean back, the ball goes up. And that one goes way up and way wide.
Nice effort. It's a substitution. The man going out.
Yeah, and it's a defender for a striker as Anigbogu comes in.
That's what Macalester needs to do. Now that there's only 3 minutes left of the game, basically go all offensive.
And here we go. Can Millington keep it? Nope.
Kaufman cannot reach the ball in time. Looks to be another victory for Chicago. I don't want to jinx anybody, however. It's still 3 minutes left.
I hope you know about the caster curse.
Oh, that is true. Just 2 games ago, they scored a last-minute header, courtesy of Clayton Smith. Very
little mistake there. Didn't see the line.
Huge mistake from.
To be fair, it has caught everyone at one point in their career when playing on turf with football lines.
It's true. That confused her for a second. Lost possession. One thing Chicago cannot do is let any mistakes go if they want to keep. There's only 2 minutes and a half left, but anything could happen. And you see, in 2 minutes, Chicago did score twice. Foul against Macalester. Yellow card.
And that's probably a card for repeated fouls. At the very beginning of the game, he and Drablos were sort of physically fighting each other for position in that matchup. Argued with the ref on a couple calls. So not a yellow for that foul in particular, just sort of repetitive fouling and talking to the referee, I would imagine.
Maroon have possession. Sends it far long, looking for Payne Lane. Wins. Nice chest control from Payne. Tries to get rid of one. Cannot do it. Great defense.
Lovely tackle from Logan Harper there.
Nice ball right there.
That's probably going to be a foul.
Yeah. Foul. They need this right now if they want to stay in it, and they have to do it very quickly.
Yes, they do.
The goalkeeper looks to be going up, but just probably will stay half field. Yes, he does.
Just too over-aggressive there from Joe. They play short. Wow.
Logan Harper plays it back. Clayton Smith sends it long. The ball's in the air. Oh, what a miss. Incredible. It was their chance.
It was absolutely their chance.
Incredible miss. 6
yards out, beat his defender to the spot, and just let it sail on him a little bit. That does have to end up in the back of the net, and that is probably the death knell.
1-1 against the goalkeeper. Cannot let those chances slip. It would have been a huge chance for Macalester as they still have possession. Nice play there from Danny Peak. Sends it far once again. Ball still in play. Getting confusion from Chicago, and they send it back for a corner kick. Yes, it will be.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
1 minute left. Countdown is on. Could this be their chance to get at least a 2-1? I believe it is Clayton Smith going for the center. Ball's in the air. And the header cannot find it. And another ball still in play. Once again, another center. And the ball's
does find its way. That'll probably do it.
Half a minute left.
And now it's close enough that I will give credit to the Chicago defense here. You know, adjusted from 3-5-2 to 4-3-3 at halftime and got a little more pressure on them in the second half as Macalester tried to get back in the game. Have handled it very, very well, aside from potentially that one last chance there after the Johnson foul. So really not a whole lot of chances for Macalester in this half, and did a nice job handling the pressure.
10 seconds left. Surely another victory to another great start for Chicago. Game's over. Very impressive play. Great game from the University of Chicago. The Maroons with 5 victories and 1 draw. And that'll be 3 victories, 1 draw, and 2 losses from Macalester.
Yeah, and I think Macalester played a pretty good first half, did exactly what they wanted to going into it, but, you know, I made a call about Vicente Matus potentially breaking them down before the game, and looking back on it, I probably should have just stuck to chalk, because I think this one kind of boils down to being all about Matt Coe again. It's a good ball in from Carter Romero, but Coe draws the penalty that results in the first goal, and then plays a gorgeous crossfield ball to Dio that results in the second, all in the span of 3 minutes, right at the beginning of the second half, and that's the ball game.
Man of the match for the University of Chicago, I would have to say, in my opinion, was Isaiah Holquist. He ran back and forth so many times, winning possession, making a lot of great plays. Probably for me, winning man of the match for the University of Chicago. For Macalester, it had to be Logan Harper. Did the same thing. A lot of great defense from him. What do you think, DJ?
I think, as I mentioned, it's got to be Coe. I think the whole back line's done a nice job in the first half. Not a whole lot of pressure on them, as Macalester was comfortable ceding possession to the back line. So not a whole lot of test for the Chicago defense in the first half. I think they've done a very good job in the second half, holding out on the pressure as Macalester tried to go a little bit forward. Obviously, not too many chances for them outside of maybe 1 or 2 good ones. But again, when it comes to tight games like these with organized teams, it comes down to big plays and big moments, and those belong to Coe today.
All right, well, that is a score of 2-0, courtesy of minute 46 from Matthew Coe from a penalty. Minute 48, beautiful assist from Matthew Coe, tying the record for most assists to Adeyuson, getting the 2-0. Great game from Macalester, great game for Chicago. I'm Alex Ramirez here with my partner DJ. Have a good day.
The University of Chicago athletics program aims to enrich the life of the whole person and is invested in competitive excellence. Your contributions to the Friends of Maroon Athletics enhance the student-athlete experience for all teams. Help us build on the already exceptional foundation of success for which UChicago is recognized. Support UChicago student-athletes by making a gift to Friends of Maroon Athletics today.